Hi, welcome to Lunar Logic Tarot. I'm Juju, and this is going to be a general love and life reading for Aries. You could have Aries in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus placements, also Saturn and Jupiter. Aries, please keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not your story, do not try to make it fit, okay? Okay, some of the messages may be for you, if they are, great, and if they're not, leave them for somebody else, okay? There may be some topics in here that, might be a little harder to digest, so please keep that in mind as well. When I say roles can be reversed, what I mean is this could be something you're doing or going on around you. This could be, something your person is doing, going on around them. It could be something, a family member, friend, coworker, boss, neighbor is doing and or going through, or something that's going on around them. This could be in your immediate environments, your town, your city, your overall community, your neighborhood. Also, I heard activism. So this could be something you're witnessing as well. So trigger warnings, lots of those, okay? Also on my channel here, and my little community that I'm building here with all of you guys. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, also welcome. I hope you're doing well. We here at Lunar Logic Tarot, this is a we focus on inclusivity, okay? Just putting that out there. So I don't know why. Maybe you're an activist. Maybe, yeah. Okay. That would actually be right up your alley, actually, Aries. Also, too, make sure that you check out your birth chart. I particularly look at tropical. I know there's probably 1,000,001 different versions. I'm still, obviously, not a total newbie, but I'm not like a professional. So, keep that in mind. So, definitely go to your, your personal go-to, I think astro.com is really good. Astro Matrix is, I think that's what it's called. Not a paid promotion. Does really well for me personally. And there's another website, but I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. But anyone that you feel like you can trust, obviously, like I tell you guys on my channel, and if you're new here, this is what I tell people on my channel, vet everything and everyone every time, including me. So, but definitely compare your chart to the different transits. We got a lot going on. We got Saturn and Pisces. We have tropical, obviously. Pluto going into Aquarius soon. That's also very big. We also have Lilith in Leo, which is your fellow fire sign. That's going to be a big deal. So definitely check that out. Also, I did a Saturn and Pisces all signs reading. You can also look for that on my channel. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, also towards the end of this reading, I'm going to do an Aries versus all 12 zodiac signs. If you need or want to get a personal reading with me that is tailored specifically to your energy and or your situation, my email is in the description box below. I am still running my 50% off on all of my personal or private personal readings from now to the end of May. Spots are filling up quite quickly, so definitely take advantage of that. Also, I had to reschedule the Freebie Friday from last Friday for, my dog passing away. So it is rescheduled to March 31st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live stream. So I hope you come. And definitely check out the community tab for any updates to the schedule, for marking your calendars for Freebie Fridays, other live streams where I do take personal readings and everything like that, okay? All right, I think I said, talked just a whole bunch. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull, am I taking Jumper Spirit? No, okay. Let me do, it's a big deck. All right, let me see. I have to kind of shuffle it in half. Okay. Okay. See what's going on for Aries, whether it's love, life, spiritual, anything, path related, anything. What's going on for Aries? Show me recent past, 3 months or less, current situation, or whatever they need to know right now. Ancestors, spirit guides, higher self, higher ups, anything. Also the immediate near future, 3 months or less. All right, recent past. 6 of Swords, okay. Okay. Currently. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, okay. Immediate near future. The Temperance card, okay. Which the Temperance card is one about balance, obviously, but it's also Archangel Gabriel. It's the same angel, Archangel Gabriel, that's in the Judgment card, okay. You're rejecting anything that doesn't serve you. Whether that's people, places, things, diets, bad habits, behavioral patterns in yourself or other people. Obviously, you can't control anybody else, right? But you don't have to, you don't have to accept their behaviors around you. So I feel like you're really you're seeing things differently. I do feel like you are trying to get out of your head, for sure. You are trying to get out of your head. In the recent past, you have moved away from something with the 6 of Swords. You're trying to find more peace in your life. This is like definitely moving on to calmer waters, but you're like, can talk about escaping something or possibly escapism, but I don't really feel that with this. It's because it's like you're not looking back anymore. You see what I'm saying? You're not looking back. What is the 6 of Swords here in the recent past for? Maybe you were looking at the past a lot. You kept looking backwards, you know what I mean? But I don't feel like you're doing that anymore. Yeah, 3 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you're not. I feel like in the recent past, you're no longer looking back at something anymore and saying, why me? That's what I'm hearing. You're no longer looking at and or waiting on anybody to reconcile with you. If it's romantic. You're also letting go. In the recent past, you're starting to see, could be with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces possibly, but you're letting go of people that drain your energy. Aries, even though you are a fire sign, I feel you guys are very empathic people. You kind of have like this, not saying you're an innocent person, because no one is truly innocent. Well, I feel like there are some people who actually are, in a way, but that's a conversation for another time. But you have like this childlike, not childishness. I don't see you guys as that. Can you be childish? Everybody can, right? Everybody can be childish, and when they're not, everybody can. Everybody can throw a whole tantrum, as an adult when they are, 1, hurting really, really bad. 2, when they haven't done the shadow work, when they haven't done the inner healing. 3, when they feel, I don't know, they just feel some kind of way, and they haven't done the work, or when they're really, 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 really hurting, like we don't know truly what other people go through, and people probably don't know what you've been through either, Aries. So I'm not saying you're childish. A lot of people have like these misconceptions of the zodiac. Now, don't get me wrong. All 12, Aries through Pisces, we all zodiac signs have their greatest opportunities for personal nobility, right? And then they also have their very run-of-the-mill kind of areas, mundane, but that's just part of life, right? But then they also have their very, they can have their grotesque side as well. We all have it. It's the human condition. It's about the balance, right? It's about the integration between our light and our shadow, right? And I see that you're no longer looking back at things that made you feel unworthy, because you realize how worthy you are. Anything that stirred, or I just heard conjured. I am not judging nobody who conjures, who's a conjure man, conjure woman, who is a root worker, magical practitioner, witch, whatever. I'm not judging nobody, but you're not letting nothing conjure up things in you or stir your spirit. In the recent past, you're turning away from it. You see what I'm saying? Wise else is here. Show me more. Yeah, Page of Wands in the reverse. That's you. Yeah, because whatever this was, and not everything's about romance, although you could apply it this way. I'm trying not to necessarily lead with that. You're turning away from third parties if it is romantic. You're no longer communicating with it in the recent past. You're not willing to be a third party. You're not willing to entertain a third party. You're you see what I'm saying? Like, you're not about it. You're just not about that life no more in the recent past. Done, right? Bravo. If it's not about that, you are quite literally, not dealing with nothing or nobody. Because I don't know why. You're not dealing with nothing or nobody that stirs up your spirit, that gets you out of pocket, or conjures up like weird things in you. Okay. What is this, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse? That is what's currently going on. You're realizing something. I just heard something isn't like the others. Or what is that saying? It's like something isn't like the others. But it's not like somebody is set apart. It's like somebody here, something is amiss. But you're not even worried about that, because you see like the dog here, like it's in all the 10 of Pentacles. Well, I'm not going to say all, but most of them, right? You realize that something just is not stable, nor loyal, nor something. Not only was it draining you emotionally. Hold up. Spirit says, rewind. Okay. You had, in the recent past. Now, say what you will. I can only deliver the message. Okay. I don't even know if this is, I don't know how it's possible. And they told me not to worry about how it's possible. It's not my business, but okay. They have a bit of an attitude. But okay. I'm just a messenger. Something about your destiny or your fate was changed, but in a good way, not in a bad way, in a good way. Even though it might have been painful in the recent past, because they told me to look at this again and see it with their eyes. And all I heard was the three sisters of fate. The Norns. They thread, they weave and thread the thread of destiny, the thread of fate. And with the wand here, for me, feels like, yeah, people say it can talk about bad news, whatever. I'm not here to give you the Biddy Tarot. No judgment to Biddy Tarot. I'm not just here to give you the main definition or whatever. For me, I feel like this is like a course direction, a reroute in the recent past of your destiny, done by the three sisters of fate. Because I don't know what you do for a living, or what you do, or there's something that you're supposed to do. I feel, and what I believe, and you are not required to believe this or accept it as true or fact, but this is what I believe. You come to your own conclusion, do your own research, feel it, how you feel, and come to your own conclusion. But I feel truly in my heart that we are all born into this life and into every life with a very profound and deep promise that we are meant to give to humanity. And humanity, that could even be just one person. That could be multiple people as like a collective. That could be a cause that we do. We change something. we never know the ripple effects that we have on people, right? And how that changes the course of humanity. We don't know over time. So there's something about it's the thread wasn't cut or something like that. It was another, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like another thread was like woven into it and redirected, but to a more favorable path. Because currently it's like you're realizing things that appear to be loyal were no longer loyal, were no longer stable. They could have been draining you emotionally, stirring you up, or conjuring up like certain feelings in you, stirring your spirit, kind of things. It just wasn't good for you, and you had to turn away from it. It's almost like your higher self is like your lawyer, right? And it went up to the higher ups and had a hearing and said, we need to fix this because this isn't going so well with Aries here. We need to I want to petition. I would like to make a cause here, plead my case. We need to fix this. Or something. Like something was held in high council. I don't know what that means. That might mean something to you. Something was held in high council. Okay. Show me the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, Judgment in reverse. Because it wasn't... That's Archangel Gabriel. Twice. Thank you. Got it. You're not going to believe me when I tell you this, though. And that's okay. But you will in time. For whomever this reading is for, you'll understand later. You may call it spirit. You may call it angels. You may call it guides, higher ups, heavenly court. You may call it heavenly realm, divine realm. I don't know why I'm getting this, but something about the dragons or... directional dragons. I don't know what that means. But there's something about you're receiving communication from that type of level. That's like a very big deal. Like, you're getting initiated, basically. And through that process, people, places, things, maybe even, they're people, places, and things, and they told me not to go too deep because it's going to be personal for whoever this reading is for. I'm not to give all the tea. It's not even about tea. That's not tea. When I say that, it's like information, basically. I'm not to give because it's real personal. It's like a reverse judgment, but also a judgment in a way, but micro, because you're facing yourself. That's one. You're facing the things that do not serve you. That's two. You're seeing yourself as you are, not as the world has told you you are. You're meeting your higher self, your higher ups, your ancestors that have way long past. Any spirit guides, any, deities that are that maybe were once, human and or inhuman. They don't even have to look human. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like some of you are connecting to like dragons. Some of it could be even angels. But it's like one is like a golden dragon, kind of like my statue there, and one is like the azure. I'm not gonna say it right. Azure dragon. It's like A-Z. I'm really bad, but A-Z-U-R-E. Azure dragon. I think it's like a blue green, maybe. And whatever you're doing, it's relieving pressure of things that have happened. It's like this is deep. You're accepting yourself. And by you accepting yourself in all your forms, all your higher ups, all your higher selves, because we have chakras, right? And I don't know all their names. And there's no way I could possibly be able to pronounce them properly and accurately. But our soul is much bigger. Our spirit and our aura, for me, it's like kind of the same thing in a way. For me, is much bigger than what we could ever possibly imagine. But it extends way past our head and way past below our feet. Okay? You're tapping into like really some profound, deeply spiritual energy. Again, it's like a reverse judgment. It's like almost like an exaltation once you go through this initiation. And now that's not to say you're worse or better than nobody else. You're like the teacher that realizes that you're the pupil, but also the teacher at the same time. You see what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. It'll make sense to somebody, but that's what they're saying. It's like you're seeing yourself as the teacher, but also realizing you are also the pupil at the same time. It's like looking at when you look at yourself, you see a mirror here and a mirror here, right? And you're standing in the middle, and you can see yourself infinitely on one side, and you turn and you see yourself infinitely on the other side. You're seeing yourself infinitely through time and space. And for me, how I understand it, how I've been shown, is time is like slices of time, right? And each slice of time is a different dimension. And it goes like the snake eating its tail is one universe. And then there's another snake eating its tail on top. And then another. And then another. And it goes infinitely down and infinitely up. And expands in all directions. Upward, down, and all directions you can think of. It's infinitely small and it's infinitely large. It's like fractals. But where they stack on top, they also overlap because they're infinitely small, but also infinitely large. So they actually overlap. And there's something about jumping. I don't know, jumping. Whoever I'm talking to, like, you are very gifted spiritually. You were born that way. You were born other ways too. That's what they're saying. You need to accept all of yourself unapologetically and live that way. Authentically and unapologetically. But also live the way you want to live your life. As long as you're doing no harm to no one else nor yourself. You see what I'm saying? Don't let no one judge you is what I'm hearing. People judge you for who you are and maybe even your spiritual gifts, and that's not fair. But you're bringing, in the near future, there's a lot of healing here for you. You're also receiving like divine communication. Some people, you may call it angels, and if you align with that or resign with that, it looks like it would be Archangel Gabriel. If you don't, then I feel like it could be both, honestly, to be very honest. Archangel Gabriel for sure. And they're saying you did not make the wrong decision here. You did not. The path was made, was paved. No, well, they're saying paved now, but was threaded for you. It's like a course correction, but fated. It was like this was always meant to happen. But your higher self had to go and petition to the court. The heavenly court. What is it? But because you're meant to bring balance to others, right? And healing and hope and optimism. What is that about? Yeah, look, I told you, 3 of Swords reverse. Healing. It's profound. It's profound. It's profound. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. It's profound. It's profound. And maybe you're going somewhere where there's like a vineyard, possibly. Like a retreat, a reprieve, or maybe you're going to be working on a vineyard or growing vineyard, like wine or something. But it's like you're going to open like a retreat or like a retreat center for something. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who also maybe you have a green thumb. Maybe you're good with plants or animals, maybe. Yeah. Strength reverse. It's taking you a lot. It's taking a lot out of you. You are being initiated. Big time. Yeah. You were always meant for this. You were always meant for this. Yeah. 4 of Wands. It brings great stability for you. It brings great stability for you. It also helps you. I get you're going to open like a center or something through your recovery and your initiation. And it's very spiritual too. Like a spiritual center or something like that. Some of you may work with children. Some of you may have children. Some of you might actually be an activist. Yeah, the sun. You're going to end up very, very happy. Very happy. Regardless of any relationship, romantic, platonic, business related. You're like bringing in such joy to others. Is you bringing that joy to others brings in that joy in your heart. You know, it's like you're happy in your heart already. And you just sharing in that joy with others, like amplifies that joy. It's really beautiful. That's going to make me cry. Listen. It's going to make me cry. So when my dog passed away, you know, he was very, very sick. If you're new here, you can go to my, if I tell the whole story, I'm going to get real upset. So, and this is not about me, it's about you. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is because what I just heard. What I just heard was the song that I sang to my dog when I walked him to the edge of the rainbow, walked him through the crossroads and to the edge of the rainbow bridge, as I was telling him I loved him with all my heart and soul, and that I promised I would come for him. And I will one day. When it's my time and I leave this world, I will go get him. He was a light in my life, and he was my sunshine. And I sang to him, "You are my sunshine." You, Aries, are a lot of people's sunshine. And I don't feel like people understand that and or give you the credit where credit is due. You walk into a room, Aries, and you can light it up. When people, I don't think you understand the effect that you have on people when they see your face. You just brighten their day. The sound of your voice brings cheer in their heart, even if they're having a really hard day. You know? And somebody sings that about you. And I'm not comparing you to my dog or nothing like that, so please don't take it that way. But the reason why I got a little emotional, and that's why I want to explain that to you, so you didn't think I was just being extra or nothing, but you are somebody's sunshine. You are a lot of people's sunshine. And that makes you even more incredible and even more beautiful and more wonderful and special. Absolutely special. And that's not to blow your head up or nothing, but truly, that's what I'm hearing. You bring people together. You have the ability, your joy in your heart, the song in your heart, the promise in your heart that you were meant to share with the world, that your soul promised. You bring people together. You bring, I'm sorry. Man, Aries. Your light. Okay, your light of your soul, your joy. And that's not to say you're perfect and you don't have bad days. Because you do. We all do. Right? That's part of the human experience. That doesn't mean you've never done anything wrong. That doesn't mean that you're perfect. No, nobody is, right? But your childlike wonder. Not that you're I'm not calling you childish. It's the childlike wonder in you. That joy. That joy in your heart, okay? That love in your heart. You can bring people together. You might be an activist and you can actually change people's perspectives. You have a way with words. You have a way of lighting up, like bringing joy to a situation, like to you have a way of just. I feel like you're going to write something, or you're going to open up like a spiritual center, like a healing center or something like that. And maybe you're going to work with children. Maybe you might work at a boys' or home or a girls' home, or maybe you might have foster kids or adopt kids or something like that, or something. But it's big. It's your promise that you made in your soul, in your heart, that you carry in you. Okay? And that's what you're being prepared for. It's the promise. And it could involve activism as well. It's the promise. And you quite literally walk into a room and you light it up with joy, with laughter, when people see your face, even if they're having like a bad day, you make them smile. You make them smile when otherwise they wouldn't. Even total strangers, you could probably pass them on the street, give them a smile, and you have no idea what that person is going through, and you probably just maybe they smile back. Even if they don't, you have no idea that they remember that smile, and they probably carry that with them. And if they smile back, you literally just change that person's day, possibly even their week. That has a rippling effect, because you go from the 10 of Pentacles, right? With the Judgment verse, not sure if you made the right decision. It's almost like I said, that reverse judgment. You're not judging yourself anymore. You're not allowing anyone else to judge you, or you're not even worrying about if anyone judges you or not anymore for who you are. You are living in the light of your truth. You're going through that initiation process, quite literally. And it's bringing so much healing. And then you have the 9 of Pentacles over here in the immediate near future, 3 months or less. Now, I don't know if you'll have like the whole, if it is a spiritual center, I don't know if it'll be completed by then, but maybe for some of you, that's what you've been working on. If not, then you'll start plans possibly. Because I see planning here too, right? You will be tired. You will be tired. But I don't feel like it's like, you might feel a little drained too, so make sure you recharge, obviously. But I also feel like if you're really, really tired, rest, obviously, because that's going to be important. But also too, it's like a good tired, like a job well done. Look, I'm telling you, you're bringing so much goodness, and like I said, no one's all good. Okay. Like no one's perfect, but you are doing something so beautiful, whatever this is. And that's why your higher self, your higher ups went to court over this, because I don't know, whatever it was that you had to walk away from it, because it was like conjuring up things in you, stirring your spirit up, you had to walk away. But you are quite literally lighting up the room. You're bringing light. It's like you're restoring hope in people, in children, bringing that childlike wonder, that childlike hope, that dream back in some form or fashion. And it's beautiful. Wow. That was deep. You are quite literally, Aries, people's sunshine. Now, that doesn't mean you let them use you, of course, right? And you take rest, take refuge, restore, replenish, all that good jazz, right? Because you're supposed to do that. But like literally, people sing that and think that song about you when you walk into a room. You are their sunshine. And you might even be a teacher, or you might be going back to school to be a teacher. You might be a teacher. Or you might be a spiritual teacher, or you might teach children, or something like that. Or again, it could be like a foster home, or work with kids or something. Or, you know, maybe you see people and you see their inner child. Or something. It's like, I don't know. Like you're something. You're really seeing things at a very, very high level. Okay. But that doesn't mean, I don't feel like you're like a pushover or not like that, because I feel like you're definitely, you are ruled by Mars. You'll definitely stand your ground for sure, and you'll definitely defend the defenseless for sure too. But whatever it is, also you're calling in the dragon energy, especially either like the golden dragon, the gold dragon, or like the azure dragon, something like that. If I'm saying, I may not be saying that right. Azure dragon, which is very powerful. Okay, I feel like I'm rambling now. I'm trying to keep repeating, but is that the messages? They said I've said them. Okay, then I've done what I'm supposed to do. All right, let me do all signs. All right, Spirit, please show me Aries. Does there need to be an extended? I said no. Okay. Thank you for this reading, Aries. Whomever I'm reading for, I just want to say thank you. It was very beautiful. Refreshing. Very refreshing. Appreciate it and appreciate you. So thank you for being here. And it's an honor and absolute pleasure and absolute privilege to be able to read for you. And energy is great. It's really good. I like it. All right, let's see. Show me Aries to Pisces, please. All 12 signs. Show me Aries done with all 12 zodiac signs. Aries to Pisces, please. Here we go. Hello. All right. If you're done with another Aries, or this is you. Submission. Okay. Yeah, you've been like a bird, like a little bird in a cage under other people's, submitting to other people's judgments, submitting to other people's ideologies, submitting to other people's whatever perceptions of you. I don't feel like you're doing that anymore. Tell me more for Aries. Yeah, you're realizing you have the resourcefulness to no longer do this. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You have been, letting other people's ego use you as a resource and to keep you into submission. And I feel like that is what you're letting go of. That's profound. Okay? That's profound. So, bravo. This is a yummy, amazing reading. One more? Yeah. Discovery. You're really just exploring who you are and enjoying every minute of it for the most part. Healing is messy. I'm not going to lie. And getting initiated in anything very spiritual is messy, because you also have to reflect. It's not about everybody else. It's about you. It's all about here. Right? And it can be quite messy. It is not like rainbows and sunshine and poop and Skittles, right? It's about dealing with the stuff that we don't want to talk about. The stuff that we don't want to see about ourselves, right? But I feel like you're moving through that, and you're not submitting to anybody else's judgments of you. And that's profound. And you're discovering new things. Maybe you're traveling too, possibly. For some of you, You're going to Egypt. Because that's what is it called? A sarcophagus? Is that right? That's a sarcophagus, right? Sarcophagus. Right. You're going to ancient Egypt. You're going to go see the pyramids quite soon, Aries. You're studying, you're discovering, you're doing the research, you're planning the trip. You could be going to, for some of you, you might be going to Egypt to travel overseas and abroad. Anywhere between 5 and 9 months. I would more so put it into next year, but anywhere from 5 to 9 months approximately. But also it could go into 2024. Okay, but you're reading up on ancient Egypt. You're getting, what is that thing where it's the writing? It's the cartouche. When it's the name, it's like cartouche. The name, it's like the name, right? All right, if you don't want a Taurus, you have influence. This person has a lot of influence over you. Yeah, because they want authority over you. Be careful with that if you don't want a Taurus. If you don't want a Gemini, they see you as very restless in your communication with them. If you don't want a Cancer, generosity. Be careful with generosity here. Sometimes not all generosity is generous. Okay, Aries, be careful. Yeah. Their generosity is truly just a deal. It's a negotiation. It's some type of relational debt. Okay, if you're doing a Leo, we got assertion. You need to assert your, not dominance, but you need to assert your personal boundaries and your power. You're not aggressive. You're being assertive. Okay, there's a difference. Yeah. Assert your vision. Tell them what you want to, not tell them what you see. Tell them, this is my plan for my future. You don't get to tell me about what I want and what I don't want for the future. Point blank period. You know what I mean? Set that boundary, If you don't want a Virgo, they want to dominate you with religion. Yeah. They think you're really impulsive or running away from religion. I'm not downing anybody who is religion. What I don't agree with is using religion to condemn and dominate others. But that's what you're dealing with regarding a Virgo. If you're dealing with a Libra, they might be a whistleblower, or there's a lot of excitement regarding a Libra. They have something to tell you. There's a lot of excitement about that. What is it? Yeah, birth. A Libra might be telling you the birth of a child. They might be telling you announcing a pregnancy. Aries. Or you might be telling a Libra that you're pregnant. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, decision. They're trying to make a decision here about a situation. Yeah. They appreciate you, though. And you appreciate them making decisions. You might appreciate them making a decision that was particularly hard for them to make. Or you. Yeah. Companionship. You appreciate them making a decision about a companionship regarding you. Or you appreciate them making a decision. Or either you, Aries, appreciate a Scorpio for making a decision regarding a companionship, or they appreciate you making a decision, Aries. So either you appreciate a Scorpio for making a decision about the companionship, or you. I think I said that right. I don't know. There's a lot of words. I keep getting it backwards. What's that decision? Yeah. Because there was resistance here. Could have involved a Taurus. Yeah. You appreciate them for something. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, power, manipulation, and inspiration. So, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, they are inspired by manipulation and power. That's how they get inspired. They want to have power over you through manipulation. Or they think you're doing that to them. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, organization, so reaping what you've sown. We also have endurance and adaptability. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, y'all need to get organized here, Aries, because you're going to have to really endure some things regarding if it's a business related thing. And so you also have to be very adaptable. Why is all this happening? Yeah, because y'all are going to have stiff competition. Okay. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, we got drama, loss, and discrimination. Eccentricities, being eccentric. What? Spirit? What? I don't understand. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, Aries, they are like, they're being very dramatic and very kind of accusatory, and they might be calling you crazy when you're not, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, and creating a lot of unnecessary drama when there need not be any, or they're talking crap about somebody else, Aquariuses, with you. I don't feel like you're really cool with that. If you're dealing with a Pisces, we got harmony, fortune, originality, and health. So if you're dealing with a Pisces, whether in love and or business, I feel like as long as everything says, open, honest communication, everything's out on the table here, there can be really good money to be made, harmonious deals if it's financial or business related. Also, it can really be good for your health, especially your mental health. You see how the water's right there on top of the head? Really good for the mental health. But you could also be going into business stuff with a Pisces, and it's going to be good for you. But obviously, free will and everything, make your own decisions, okay? All right, there's that. Let me get you some. I'm gonna get Scrabble tiles, and then I just blanked it. I just right out of my brain. What's I gonna say? Oh yeah, Scrabble tiles and Spirit help me. Guidance. There we go. Got there. What do you have for Aries? So this can be first, middle, last initial, your name, somebody else's name, or just additional messages. What do you got for Aries, please? Actually, a really beautiful reading. Let me know if you're going to Egypt in the next 5 to 9 months. You could be planning it start planning it within the next 5 to 9 months, and the trip might actually take place next year though, or something to that effect, approximately. Show me Aries, please. All right, let me turn them over. That's really cool. Let me know in the comment section if you're going to Egypt, or maybe you're studying ancient Egypt. We have the letter D, O, H, R, D, V, F, R, I, L, R, T, H, and I. Okay, cool. Guidance. Guidance, please, for Aries regarding this reading, please. Wait, I did not give you... Who are you dealing with? I feel like this is all about you, though. But let's just see. I'll get... It could be an Aquarius. Really could be any sign, though. Pisces. Anyone else? Libra. Cancer. And Sagittarius. All right, cool. Did that. Also, Gemini at the bottom of the deck. All right, let me get some guidance. I gotta go. Okay, what do you got, please, for Aries? Okay, we got recovery. So you're healing, okay? I'm telling you, you're being initiated. I'm telling you. Ancient mysteries, okay? For real. I'm told you there's that new direction. It's good for you. It's so good for you. Communicate clearly. You're might even being like becoming like a medium or something. Yeah, meditation brings answers. If you've had any health concerns, obviously I'm not a doctor nor licensed to give this. Please go talk to your physician. But if you've had, maybe not feeling so well mentally and or physically or spiritually, that's improving. You got unlikely and helpful people. Here's the deal. You're going to start to see people as they are and if they're helpful or not, right? Yeah, there's something better. I'm telling you, you're going to be meeting much better, making much better connections with people that are actually helpful. Yeah, there could be romance at some point in time, but I feel like more so this is about you falling in love with yourself. Yeah. Yeah, there a lot of opportunities coming in. Also, there could be romantic opportunities in the future, but I feel like right now it's more so about you. Yeah. Yes, there are romantic opportunities and business opportunities as well. Yep. And if you are in a prior romantic connection, yes, the situation will improve. However, everybody's got to stay on their side of the street, in their lane, and clean up their side of the street and deal with themselves first, if that's what you're looking for. All right. That's the messages I got. I hope this really helps you. Please let me know if you're going on a trip somewhere wonderful like Egypt. I would love to go there one day myself. I think that would be amazing. And yeah. Well, I love you, Aries. Please take care of yourself. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you never miss an upload. That way you know the next time I upload. And I will talk to you next time. I love you. Bye.